Hey, what's up, guys? I'm BKFC athlete Paige Dancer, and you're watching Cage Side with Christopher James.
What happens if you lose, Nick?
Who the hell is Aquaman?
I get Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, I get sausage biscuits. Maybe you guys will see a little footage of that later on because we got some good stuff.
Fill up the deuces. There you go, baby.
Good evening, welcome to Cage Side. Christopher James. I'm Christopher James, and it's Thursday night, man. Welcome to the shit show, and that doesn't mean shit. S-H-I-T means so happy it's Thursday. Happy to have you on board with us tonight, man. We got good stuff. Some breaking news. Dropped this afternoon real quick. Amanda Nunes has contracted COVID. So is her whole family there for her bout at UFC 265 in the co-main event. Has been scratched where she was taking on Juliana Pena. So that fight will be rescheduled, I'm sure, later on down the road. The Jose Aldo fight is going to be moved up to the co-main event. The main event is an interim title fight, which makes no sense to me, of Derek Lewis and Gane. Yeah, that's, I just don't get it. But whatever, man. That's the way things go, right? So, that's what you do. You just take it as they send it out to you. And that's what we're doing. We're taking it as they send it out to us. I hope you guys are ready for some fun tonight. I got a couple of really cool guests on the show. Both these guys fight for the XFC, my alma mater, if you will. And I'm happy to talk to him. One of them I've spoken to before, and he's a super nice dude. And the other one I've never spoken to before. And the picture they sent me of this guy to promote him, he's all blooded up, scary shit right there, but he just looks like he enjoys that blood so damn much. And those are the kind of guys I do like to watch fight, because if they don't mind the blood, they don't mind the action. And those are the guys I want to watch. Those are the guys you want to watch as well. So with that being said, let's get this thing popping. Both these guys are going to fight August 6th at XFC 45 and on the Young Guns 3 card. Most of the card will be aired on FS2. President Myron Malotky and matchmaker Matt Frender are fucking excited about this card, as am I. So here we go with our first guest. What's up, Justin Sims? Happy birthday to my dude, Justin Sims, the videographer and man at Titan Fighting Championship. I love that guy. He's awesome. If you know Justin, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know Justin, you should. But here we go right now with our first guest of the evening. He is the big dog himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Cage Side Christopher James, my dude, Brett Martin. Brett, what's up, big dog?
Hey, how we doing?
Oh, we live in the dream. We alive. We thriving. We striving. We doing what we need to do.
Yes, sir.
Before we get started on all the interview stuff about your fight, because we talk about fights all the time, and I don't like my show to be just about the fight. You're going to be a papa.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
How cool is that, dude? I mean, I'm looking at your face right now, and you look like a big baby yourself. So
exactly.
Babies having babies. So
yeah.
Tell us all about the when you found out and all that good stuff, and how you and your wife are doing, and just, give us a little insight on Brett Martin, the future papa, not Brett Martin, the fighter.
Yeah, we had been talking about kids since we got together. I've always wanted kids since I was a super young man myself, or even just a young boy. I used to babysit all the time with my nieces and nephews, so I always knew I was going to be a dad. But we've been waiting, and obviously wanted to be married and all that good stuff before we went to the step of having kids. So we've been married for a little while now, and It did take long, that's for sure. So I couldn't be more excited.
I love he's like, it did take long. Basically say, me and my wife fooled around and knocked her
Yeah.
out. That's the way to
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago, I don't know, do you ever watch the show America's Got Talent?
Yep.
So you know who Howie Mandel is, right?
Yep.
So years ago, I'm watching a Howie Mandel stand-up special, right? And he comes down on stage, the crowd's popping. He's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And he goes, I just want to say before we get started, I just became a father. And the whole crowd's like, yeah. Oh, no, he goes, I'm about to be a father. Everybody's like, woo. He goes, it's no big deal. I just fucked my wife. And then he walks right across the stage, and I almost shit myself when he said it. So every time somebody tells me that they're going to have a baby, I just laugh because I think of that.
I think of that moment. Yeah, that's awesome.
So if anybody says it to you, dude, steal his line. Say, it's no big deal. I just fucked my wife. And then just and zip right out. It's like mic drop. Boom. So
yeah, that's funny.
So how far along is Mrs. Martin?
She's 21 weeks, I believe. So I think we found out she was pregnant right around my birthday. So, I posted online. We didn't want to announce it to everyone to make sure our family knew. But, I said, thanks for the greatest gift ever. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I've always wanted to be a dad. So, this is pretty big moment for me.
So 21 weeks. So that's
just over halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have we had an opportunity to find out if you're having a baby boy or a baby girl? Are there twins or triplets coming? Do we know?
Yeah. We did the ultrasound and stuff and got the envelope. So it's her family's first grandchild. It's my family's like 7th or 8th. So we're gonna do a gender reveal and try to make it fun for me, her, and her parents. So her sister got the envelope, and I usually don't like to schedule stuff before fights just in case something happens. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like the wedding. I scheduled my wedding and didn't get to eat and enjoy the night with my family, and then I ended up not even fighting. So I don't like being put in that situation again. So now I plan stuff usually like a week after the fight. So the week after the fight, I get to figure out what we're having, or if there's 2, or the whole kit caboodle. So it's been hard to wait. I think we've been waiting for almost a month now.
Are you gonna shit yourself if like the thing pops and you're having like triplets or something?
Yeah, triplets would be crazy. But I'm a twin. Her dad's a twin and my dad's a twin. So
snap!
Yeah, twins are something I think we're gonna hope for it at some point.
Wow, most people don't want twins. They want to do one at a time. He's like, it's always funny, especially when you hear a guy go, "Man, I'm happy we have twins." All I can think of is the poor woman who had to deliver these 2 little things. And with you, you're a giant man. So if your wife has twins, she's gonna have like 2 little 80-pound babies, man. That's fucked up, dude.
Exactly.
And you're like, yeah, go on, baby, you're the champ. And she's like,
yeah, right.
I'm going to kill you.
Yep. Well, hopefully if she carries 2, maybe there would be 1 girl, so she'll have a chance of a smaller one. But I know the boy's not going to be tiny. Yeah, because I think her dad is male, but my family's male-female. So who knows? Who knows if it happens?
You know what's going to happen if you have twins? It's going to be girl.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen to you.
I want girl first. I already said I want girl first. They seem to be smarter at the younger ages and follow the rules. So I want to teach my daughter my way, so that way my stubborn son that's like me comes. Maybe she can help give him some guidance in the world.
See, for me, I'm the flip. If I was having babies and there was going to be twins and I knew it, or I would just in order, I would want the boy first because I would always want my son to protect my daughter.
Yeah,
when
most
they go to
definitely.
school and everything. Although I'm guessing your daughter's going to learn how to beat the shit out of people, so it's going to be like part of daily life.
Yeah, my sister was just as tough as all of us, so I always forget to think about people protecting, because my sister protected us just as much as we protected her.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, my sister, when guys would mess with me, my sister was usually the first one over there, like standing behind me.
That's awesome. Hey, by the way, guys, my show tonight is brought to you by Just Heart Apparel and Just Heart Apparel East Coast. You're watching KSR Christopher James. Also, I'm going to try to get these guys come on board as a sponsor. They're called Liquid Death. It's mountain water, dude. It's water. See it? It says water.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yep.
And I like the skull on it too.
Yeah, but it looks like a fucking deadly death, what do they call those? Microbreweries. It's like a special blend beer. So when I open up, people are like, "What the fuck is that you drinking?" I'm like, "It's water, bro."
Yeah,
but it tastes good. sometimes you drink shit out of a can, it's not good, but this stuff, there's no tinny aftertaste, and I love their whatchamacallit, their logo or their catchphrase. It says "Murder your thirst with liquid death."
I like that. Yeah, they're
So
like, what is it? What does
so
that be called?
let me take a swig of this before I post it up later on. Go, liquid death.
There you go.
And,
Catchphrase. That's what it's called.
catchphrase. That's the one.
That's
Hey, Forrest,
it.
by the way, I'm smoking a hybrid right now, just in case you were wondering. One of my boys watching the show goes, "Are you smoking indica or hybrid or sativa?" I'm smoking hybrid, bro. I got to do a little bit of everything.
Hybrid's always good.
Hybrid's always good. All right, so since we last spoke to you, last time we spoke to you, you had already had a fight at XFC. We caught you after. You got to win. You got another big fight coming up here, taking on Kyle Noblet. He's 11-2. You're 10-1, if I'm correct.
Yep.
So this is not like a fight, that is going to be easy for either of you.
He just froze again. Yeah. It's just me again. And I can't see like anybody that's talking like you can. He just messaged me.
Hello? Hello?
How we doing?
Hey, we're back, man. Sorry about that. We have
You're
power
all
surge
good.
in Florida. For all you guys watching, I hope you stay tuned. Oh, man, so it's crazy. But we had a power failure, but we're back. I'm glad you stayed on, dude. I shot you a text. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'll wait.
So anyway, so as I was saying, this isn't going to be an easy fight for either man. Two big guys at heavyweight. Both with one loss or two loss, both with double-digit wins. This is the kind of fight you have, and some of the bigger organizations out there these are the fights they look at. The places like the UFC or PFL or Bellator, and it's crazy, man. I'm like, when I looked at the matchup, I was like, oh my God, look at this matchup these guys are going at. But this is what I love, because you're at the point in your career where you need to be truly tested. You need to be completely checked to see where you are, because,
Yep.
at this point of your record, the big leagues are, and when I say this, no disrespect to Myron or anybody else, XFC is a huge organization and they're continuing to grow and build. But, then you have the next level with UFC, Bellator, PFL. And then, places like XFC, LFA. So it's
Yep.
like, it's like the next tier. So, big leagues definitely, but not the same league as the UFC. But the UFC are, and guys like that are going to be looking, and, you don't always realize you're watching, but somebody's always watching. So
Oh, yeah.
for you, what do you need to do to keep the wins going against a guy like Kyle, who, again, he's coming in, equal record to yours, basically, so, same amount of fight time, same amount of experience. So, it's almost like fighting a mirror of yourself
Right.
to some degree. So what do you have to do to keep the wins going and take out a guy that's highly regarded, just like yourself, and take that next step?
Yeah, just keep doing what I've done, to win my fights. Keep the fight in my game and my control. It looks like he likes to grapple, so I'm always game for that. I've I've already embarrassed quite a few good grapplers in my career, so I don't mind doing the grappling or the striking. So, but yeah, I see it going my way. He seems really tough. He's took a lot of tough fights, kind of like you said, the same type of resume as me. So, I'm just super excited for the matchup.
I am too, man. When it's two big guys like yourselves, you look across the cage, you're seeing another guy that's 265, big, burly, can throw you the same way you can throw him. Do you just go like before the fight, or even at the weigh-in, or something, you just go, it's a big motherfucker right here, man. What do I
Yeah.
got? Just like, because you're a big dude, but do you look at the other guy and go, that's a big motherfucker right there? Shit, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Even though I know you don't fear him,
Yeah,
I know
you
you
always do
don't
the size
fear,
up.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I size
I'm a
everybody up,
wrestler.
dude.
I'm a wrestler, so yeah,
Oh.
we always make sure we're checking out the opponents. Back then it was like, what's their socks, what's their shoes, what I mean, just see what caliber they are. You always try to judge them off of what they were, dressed up like. But now with fighting, what the guys bring to the table, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just super excited. He's a tough fighter. He's taken a lot of tough fights. I think his last fight he showed up on a day's notice and ended up winning. You know what I mean? So obviously the guy is ready to fight and handle business.
Do you prefer these kind of matchups at this stage in your career, or and there's some fighters, there's some fighters that want to take easier fights until they get 12, 15 wins, sometimes 10 wins, and then they get the call, and then they don't always thrive once they get the call.
Right.
So do you appreciate that XFC is matching you up with a guy equal level to yours, rather than somebody that 4-3, with a no contest? You want these top 9, 10 win guys like yourself, correct?
Yeah, and I've always asked for these fights. I'm pretty sure my management crew and Matt Frendo are the ones who, found this guy. We're always looking for the next best guy. If I'm ranked here, I want the guy ranked right behind me with, somewhat of the same resume. Other than Marino, as of recent, everybody I fought has had a very good resume. You know what I mean? And Marino was just a last minute thing, and he's got a great resume. As I said, last time we spoke, he's fought a lot of tough dudes. All of his losses are to guys that are either in Bellator or the UFC, and then me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, obviously, I've always wanted tough fights, and even when guys drop out, I don't like taking those, easier 500 guys or anything like that. I want high caliber fights to test myself and compete with the best in the world. So when I do make it, when that time comes, I don't want to be somebody out there going 2-2 or 1-3. And I was just a has-been. When I get there, I'm going to be winning fights and, be talked about as one of the greatest ever.
I love it, dude. I love your attitude. But you know what I like about you the most? There's a lot I like about you. One of the things I like.
I appreciate it.
I spoke with you last time, and I'm speaking to you this time, and I think the thing outside of your fighting that impresses me most is your confidence and your the way you speak of yourself and what you're looking for, dude. You're not 30. What are you, 27, 26?
Yeah, 27. In
and
April, 27.
So you're still such a young man. I'm almost twice your age, and you carry yourself.
Don't look it.
Oh no, I'd look. It's all right, man. I ain't scared. Fucking, I earned.
Oh, it's a good
look.
color. Yeah, it's a good color.
Hey, I earned the look, baby. It's all right, man.
I try to get my wife's dad to rock it.
All right, too. Tell him, fucking man.
Yeah.
I'll teach him how to rock the salt and pepper.
Yep. There you go.
But for a guy that's so young to be so I guess, mentally prepared for this. Sometimes I still find that shocking, even though, you're a wrestler, so you have discipline. If you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have discipline, you would have never survived in wrestling. But you do. You just carry yourself like you're a 45 fight veteran. Almost like you're a 45 fight veteran on like your farewell tour. It's almost like you see the whole career in front of you already. You already know in your head where you're going to be,
Yep.
and you're not afraid to talk about it. But you're also focused on the moment. It's a weird combination that some guys can't master, and you've mastered it, dude. According to me. I mean, who the fuck am I? But
No, it means a
you
lot.
do.
It really does.
You do. You carry yourself so professionally, so grown. Like I said, you're 27, man. You should be, in my opinion, more loose, a little goofy, worrying about the video games and the
Yeah,
Jordans and
right.
what you got going on. But you're not, man. You're a family man in the making.
Yep.
You're a
Blue collar,
professional,
brother.
blue
Yep.
collar and blue collar
Yep.
born and blue collar bred, and you're full pro all the way. And
I
for
appreciate
that,
it.
you should be, in my opinion, you should be more proud of yourself for that than what you've accomplished as far as fighting. And you should be really proud of what you accomplished fighting. So imagine how much I feel you should be proud of just how you portray yourself to the world, because it's important in today's day and age to present yourself properly. And myself, I'm sure Myron and Matt Frendo love dealing with you because of your professionalism. I still like what you said. You don't even care who you're fighting. Just tell me when I got to show up, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. No,
it's
and like I
awesome.
said, I'm usually pretty laid back. You know what I mean? If I'm just really about just getting the respect I deserve. You know what I mean? If you tell me you're gonna do something, do it. Past that, I don't like to ask for anything that I don't think I deserve. You know what I mean? And I keep, like I said, I keep things real simple. But yeah, man, it's not that I don't care. It's just, this is a blessing. Like I said last time, to be a professional athlete, be 27. A lot of my friends don't get to do this type of stuff. You know what I mean? They have to pay to play softball or go golfing or go frisbee golfing. You know what I mean? So to be able to compete and have a family and still work a full-time job and be able to take care of my life the way I want to and chase dreams is pretty awesome.
You said work a full-time job, and you're doing the pro fighter thing, which is a full-time job in itself. So when do you think that Brett Martin will be able to walk away from a regular full-time job and just become full-time fighter and really put every ounce of energy into being full-time fighter or full-time fighter, full-time father? I try to say full-time father and fighter at the same time. I think I said full-time farter. I
There you
don't
go.
know. I might have said farter. So
I thought you said
so
farmer. I was like, hey, that works
no,
too.
no. It's funny that you say farmer. I always tease my daughter, like, because she hasn't, she made, as a dad, you never approve of who your daughter dates, right? So I
Right.
always tell her about the balls, everything. I say, babe, you need to make a profile for farmersonly.com and
There you
find you a
go.
farmer. And
Yep.
she laughs, and
Oh, I love it.
she can be in a bad mood, and I'll be like, hey, girl, I know how to fix your life. She'll be like, how? I'm like, farmersonly.com.
Yep.
And she's like,
FFO,
cut it
baby.
out.
FFO,
But
baby.
but the true farmer boys that are out there on that site, because there are some legits. Good farm boy and bad thing, but I didn't say farmer. I said farter, and I'm
Yep.
like, you've probably been a full time farter since the day you came out your mama. I
Oh
know
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm a full time farter.
Oh, all the time.
Oh, hey, Forrest, if you're still watching, write down what time this is on the video because I'm gonna have to clip this out and make this part of my highlight reel because we're talking about full time fartering.
Yep. Oh yeah. I love it.
You know me, sometimes my show just goes a little sideways.
Yep.
So
But yeah,
I,
I'd say, I'll probably always work. Um, I'm hoping to probably around 30 stop working my job that I work now, or 32-ish, because after so many years I'll get into the pension. So I want to work at least till I get into my pension, and that way I can
smart.
collect later on when I'm older. But I'll own my own business once once I take off, and I'll probably might even do that before I stop my other job. But I'll own some type of small business, whether it's landscaping or construction. I think I'm leaning more towards like doing stump grinding and small tree work because that's what I've done, for a long time in my life. So I'm pretty good at it, and know the ways around it to make money, to make it work for everything. So either way, I'll probably always have some type of a small job, with fighting.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's something to keep yourself occupied, and also, I guess, a great distraction from the fight world.
Yeah, it breaks up. I always say it breaks up the monotony. You know what I mean? So I'm not always thinking because, like I said, I grew up wrestling, and we always did other stuff while we wrestled. So, it breaks up thinking about it all the time. I'm very hard on myself. Almost more than other people are hard on themselves. You know what I mean? Let alone on me. So I expect a lot of myself. So sometimes I overthink things if I think about them too much.
So, yeah, you can't just think about it too much. You just gotta. I believe in just living in the moment. Having a plan
Yep.
and using that more as an outline rather than carved in stone type thing. You make a goal list, and you go, all right, this is the outline of what I want for my life. However, I don't have to color it inside the lines all the time. If I need to go outside the lines to get there, so be it. I'm going
Yeah.
to do what I
Yep.
got to do. And that's awesome. I mean, that's the way you should be, man.
No, I appreciate it.
So, who is the oldest living member of your family? You have a grandma, great grandma,
Yeah. I just lost my grandma on my dad's
I'm
side, and I
sorry.
would have said, no, it's fine. She's I think she was 88. So, I mean, she
It
lived a
still
long,
sucks.
great, yeah, still
Yeah.
sad, but a woman of God, she was ready to, my grandpa passed away a while ago. So she's been in church, I think it's like 4 to 5 days a week. My grandma was a huge person. So, and with her God. So it's awesome to see her get to go live her life up there the way she wants to and watch over us. But yeah, I think it's my grandma and grandpa are the oldest. I think they're in their 70s now. They're a little bit younger
So,
than my dad's grandma and grandpa were.
what are, I always ask people what their parents think. I never ask what the grandfolks think. What do your grandparents think of your fighting career? And, you're the big baby boy, you're out there getting into fights, getting paid,
Yep.
but still, their mentality is going to be a lot different than your folks and, my age people, but I'm probably the age of your parents, I'm guessing. I'm 52. How old are your mom and dad?
Yep, right there. My dad's 50. I think my mom's 55.
See that? So I'm a little younger than your parents, but I could be your dad. I mean, like I said, I'm almost twice your age,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Although if I was your dad, you'd probably be a lot smaller.
Yeah, right, exactly. Be fighting like
But
170.
you'd be fighting at like 145, man. Let's be
Yeah, there we
real.
go.
I'm a tiny dude. Well, actually, I'm like over 200 pounds. Technically, I'm in your weight class right now, but I'll just stay down here. You just do your thing.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So what do your grandparents think of it? You fighting? Have they said anything to you? Did they go, "Oh my God, what are you doing? Cut it out"?
So my mom's or my mom's mom and dad, my grandparents on that side. My grandpa was a state championship football player way back in the day for a small town. So I mean, he's all sports driven. And so
Nice.
obviously me and my siblings were all state athletes in multiple sports. And then I went on to wrestling college, just like my brother, and my sister was a college athlete as well. So like they knew we were gonna get into, mischief of one or the other. And if there was somebody that was gonna jump off the bridge first to do something crazy, it would have probably been me. So I don't want to say they were too shocked by it, but my grandma doesn't like to watch it unless she knows I
Yeah.
win. But my grandpa's all for it, man. He's a sports guy to the bone. I think he's got like 4 or 5 big dog shirts, so he almost wears one every day of the week. He says.
Nice.
I mean, he's a super big supporter. He's never been to a show because it gets a little loud for him, but he always watches them on TV or on the videos after the fact, win or lose. And my whole family supports me, whether it's aunts, uncles, cousins. You know what I mean? Everybody's behind me.
All right. So after this fight, if you get another big win, go out and buy a pair of these for your grandpa. These are the Bose, noise canceling headphones.
Yep.
Drop a pair on grandpa and get him to come to a fight, man. It's something
Yeah,
he's
and no,
definitely
and
going
that's
to do.
I've tried 100 times. I think it's morally my grandma, like keeping the
Okay.
ties on her old man. Not she don't want him out getting in trouble.
You know what? I'm going to come up there. I'm going to bring grandpa to a fight. And,
Yeah, do it. I'm sure he
what
would
I'll
come.
what I'll do is I'll bring grandpa and I'll bring my wife and she can hang out with grandma and have tea and talk about other stuff than the fights.
Yeah,
She's
we'll
good
put
at
him in.
that.
We'll put
So,
him in a big. Well, and I've had a couple fights where there's like booths or stuff up. So I've called my grandma like, "Yo, let me get grandpa." But she's always like,
do they,
"No,
nah,
no, he's yeah." So I'm
now,
sure.
now.
And obviously, the time comes when I make it to the UFC and we're in one of those big arenas. I'm sure I'll be able to gank you down there to one of the casinos because then grandma likes to gamble. So once I get down there, I'm sure I'll be able to yank her down and get out there on the big casino strip
Fly
and
him
take.
out to Vegas. Grandma,
Yeah,
grandpa going to come watch me fight. You hang out in the casino. I left a
exactly.
tab for you. You good, girl.
Yeah, and they'll have it right there on the camera. They'll have us right there on the camera if you need, or on the TV if you need anything. You know?
You don't even got to watch, Graham, if you don't want to watch. It's okay. I
Right.
get it. So your grandpa, being a sports guy, like, was he tough on you as a kid? Like I know when I was a kid, my grandparents, again, I'm older than you, so obviously my
Right.
grandparents come from a complete different generation than your grandparents or
Yep.
anybody. Way past. My grandparents would be really, old right now if any of them are alive. But they were tough. They came from a different generation. Some of them grew up in the
Yeah.
Depression and really, dealing with tough shit. So, there was no being soft around, those folks.
No,
It's like,
nope.
and they,
Old school.
if you weren't, old school, bro,
Old school.
full
Yep.
OG. So was your
Yep.
grandpa like that with you? Like,
I'd
don't,
say-
if you came over, you're playing a game out and he's watching, you got hurt and you cried over there, don't be a freaking pussy. Get back out there. That's the kind of shit I dealt with.
Yeah, well, and I didn't deal with that from them as much as my dad. My dad's he's full black, but he's country. He grew up in the country, so he raised us very one not one-sided, but he didn't want us to be, letting the stereotypes or letting what people say affect us. So from a young age, we were all very I don't want to say hard-headed, but expected to be hard-headed. Our parents expected us to, if we're doing a sport, to do it to the fullest. And if we aren't the best on the team, to work twice as hard as the people who are the best on the team. That way it looks like you're the best on the team. You know what I mean? So it didn't really matter when I went to my grandma and grandpa's or aunt and uncles. They all knew how my dad and my mom treated us as kids. So, everybody was always way harder on us because of the expectations from our parents. So they knew, I expect better from you because, I know who your father is. So that's kind of how it always was. So grandma and grandpa always piggybacked off of that. Don't make me call your dad, or and you always be like, yup, I'm good.
That's fucked up, because there's probably times you were going to grandma and grandpa's house to just like relax a little bit, get away from dad.
Right,
They're like,
exactly.
No, you little son of a gun.
Yep. Dad was the enforcer for sure.
Damn, you got screwed all the way around, bro.
Oh yeah. And then it was worse because I have a brother that's like not like my dad at all. And then I'm like spitting image when it comes to like, I like motorcycles. I like going out and like having fun, dancing, like, just I was a wild kid too. Like, so my dad always was a lot harder on me.
I can't see you being a wild kid.
Yeah. I was.
Because you're so composed now.
Hey, I'm laid back and composed, but I like to have fun. I still like ride motorcycles. I like to go fast. I'm an adrenaline junkie. That's kind of why I fight. So when I was younger, my dad was super hard on me because I was so much like him. I think he was always worried about me breaking the same rules he was breaking back in the day.
So some of these you dropped today, you didn't tell me last time, and we probably never came up, but so you're a twin. Do you have a twin brother or a twin sister?
Twin sister. Her name's Brooke.
Ah.
Yeah, and shout out to my sister Brooke. She just got firefighter of the year in her departments last week.
Right on.
That's awesome.
All you people at home better be clapping your damn hands, man. That's good shit.
That's a true hero right there. That's
true hero, no doubt about it.
My sister's got a heart of gold, man. Heart of gold.
And the skills to put out fires and save lives.
Yep. Yeah. Our whole family's pretty blessed all the way through.
That's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, it sounds like everybody in your family is doing good things in life, and that's awesome. And even though despite you couldn't get any break time from your dad's rule down there, because every relative already knew, it all worked out for the best for you because it really shaped you into be a really good young man. And you'll whether your fight career becomes the thing you want it to be or it doesn't matter. You'll survive and you'll thrive in life at whatever you do because of the way you were raised and how you've accepted that stuff. Some people like to fight the system that they were raised under because they don't like it. You've embraced it, and you've for lack of a better term, you've masterclassed it, and now you are you have a solid core, and people like you survive and succeed no matter what they do. It doesn't matter if you decided to work at a convenience store or Walmart or whatever, or Meijer, which is I guess up there closer to you in Michigan.
Both of those.
Oh yeah, I like Meijer, dude. The first time I went to one of those, I was in Saginaw. And I was working for a nightclub chain up there, and it was right by Saginaw State University. And Meijer, man, what a big crazy store that was. I was like, oh my God, I never want to leave Michigan. but I left Michigan because I didn't like Michigan that much for me. It was a bad time in life. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
So
It's not for everybody. It's not
it
for
was
everybody.
no. If I went there now, I'd probably dig it. I mean, I've been back since, and I've had a good time there. But at that point in life, it just wasn't the right time for me to be that far away from where my core of people were. So I had to get back to here. Do you know where you're slated on this card as far as?
Yeah, it's supposed to be co-main event.
Oh, see, I see the card pop up, and I forgot to ask Matt and Myron where you're slated. That's fucking dope, dude.
Yep, I was. I think Bobby Nash was originally supposed to be main event, but since Lamurley, whatever, however you pronounce it, Burley broke his hand. LaRue, yeah, he broke
his surgery.
Broke his hand, yeah, poor guy. So wish all the best to him. You know what I mean? It sounds like they're gonna run that back when the time's right. So that's awesome. So I think they flip flopped him and Darren Cruikshank, which obviously Darren's a superstar, so there's nothing wrong with having Darren as a main event.
I had Darren on my show on Tuesday night. And Myron typed in to the show, hey, let Darren know he's been elevated to the main event. So we actually got to break the news to him that he was the main event.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because while he was doing the interview, some guys do it with me where they do it from their computer, like I use a computer to do all this. But a lot of guys use their phone. So he was doing it on his phone, and he goes, maybe that's why he was calling me during the show. And Myron typed into the comment thing on the show, goes, I forgot he was with you, so I'll just say it here, and we were talking about it. And awesome. Darren was like, ask him if I get a raise. I'm like, Myron, does he get a raise? And Myron's like, no. And Darren's like, he goes, well, at least you buy my drinks. And Myron's like, yeah, I got your drinks. So
yeah, there you go.
And him and his wife are also having a baby. So
yep, they're second. Yep. I love Darren. I'm good friends with Darren, and any of those Detroit top team guys are all good people to me, man.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. First time I had him on the show, when he came on, he was so friendly and nice. I'm like, bro, this is not what I expected. I want to see that mean. He goes, I only do that for money. That's terrible.
That's so true. Yep. That sounds like something Darren would say.
Yeah, but I'm really excited for him. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for this whole XFC card, man. So
very excited.
So I've kept you for a long time. Oh my goodness. So before I let you go, I'm not going to ask you to make a prediction on your fight, obviously, because, that's just, that's, cheesy. Here we go. Oh, who's going to win your fight? Well, of course, you're going to pick yourself. I mean, it's like, no, I'm going to pick the other guy. No.
Yeah. Kyle Noblet by second round DQ. How about that? Otherwise, I'm going to go for my third DQ. Have more DQs than I got subs and knockouts.
Oh, I fucking love it. So before we let you go, you want to shout out your sponsors, coaches, teams, friends, family, whoever. The stage is yours, brother.
Yeah. Shout out to the sponsors. Obviously, a lot of them are up here. My team, my training teams, Triumph and Black Lion, all my coaches, and big shout out to my management company. Those guys always, go the extra mile and take care of us and do the things that we ask. And definitely good luck to all the other guys on the card. And, if you are around the Grand Rapids or Michigan area, make sure you tune in August 7th or, come check us out live. It's going to be a sweet show.
August 6th.
August 6th. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do that. Numbers. Yeah, August 6th. Friday, August 6th. There we go.
We found his kryptonite. It's the numbers. The numbers are his kryptonite.
I can count money, but you start doing multiplication and stuff like that. counting on your man, but past that.
As long as you know how many zeros are on the paycheck and what they mean, that's all that fucking matters, brother.
Exactly.
Listen, man, honored to have you on again, man. Thank you for taking the time.
It. Thank you so much.
No, I appreciate you, dude. I mean, I love talking to fighters, and I'm so locked into watching your career now, for the rest, of time that you're going to be doing this. It's fucking dope, dude. I love, like I said, I'm a fan, it's not supposed to be fan. I'm supposed to say neutral, but I'm a fan of just you as a human being. The fact that you beat people up is a bonus for me. I appreciate that, brother. Well, listen, you enjoy the rest of your night. Tell Mrs. Martin I said congratulations.
I will.
If you do have twins and one's a boy, Chris Martin is a pretty cool fucking name. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Right.
You just roll her right over.
Roll her there. Yep.
And the cool thing is, if it's boy-girl twins, you can have Christopher and Christina. Boom! I mean, then I'm all over.
Whammy.
I'm all over the map.
Yes. I
You know
love
what
it.
the other thing is? You can also name them both Brett.
Yes. Yep.
Brett
I've
works
heard
male,
both.
female.
Yeah, I've heard both.
So you just tell her, look, baby, they're both going to be Brett. Kind of like George Foreman named all his kids George.
George, yep. Brett and Brett.
Brett and Brett.
I love it.
But if it was boy and girl, that would actually be fucking adorable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
couldn't, Brett, and then the middle name of, each of you pick a grandparent, or a parent, where you take their
Yep,
first name, make
exactly.
that the middle name. So they get dad's first name, dad's last name, grandparent's middle name, and she could pick the middle names. You got the first names locked on, and then when you have the next set of twins, you flip it around. She gets to pick.
There you go.
Your head just went, next set of twins. What the fuck are you talking about? I just saw it in your eyes, dude.
Double. Yeah, right. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do.
Well, I know what you'd do.
Twins.
You'd be
I'd
a
handle
fucking
it.
super.
Yeah.
You'd be a super dad to 4 kids, and
definitely.
that'd be it. So, and if you want 4 kids and she knocks them out in 2 pregnancies, that's good for everybody involved.
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah.
Oh man, I love it. Well, listen, brother.
2 less stresses to deal with on her end too.
Absolutely, yeah. It may be a little tough carrying around 2 at the same time, but if you knock out 4 kids in 2 pregnancies, you're winning. You're winning. Yeah. That's it. You're winning.
Start hitting the lottery tickets too.
Shit. At that point, do we make a reality show about the Martin family?
Right, back-to-back twins. We might as well just go for a third set. If you do 2, you might as well see if you can do 3 in a row.
Yeah, right. Or maybe have the doc do some medical help and make the third pregnancy triplets just to fuck with everybody's mind.
Oh, that'd be bad. 2, 2, 3, and then maybe 4. Yeah. Just keep trying.
Oh, 2, 2, and 3. You'd have 7 kids and 3 pregnancies, dude.
7 kids, 3 per half. If I have that, I'm calling you. I'm good.
Listen.
Show?
Hey, right. Well,
Dude,
guess what, Chris?
This.
You were so excited about it. We're going to officially send a set of these kids to you.
Yeah, exactly. You get a set of
with them because you did this to us. No.
Right. I'm going to name the last set exactly what you wanted and be like, they're all yours.
Oh, man. Hey, we named them after you because we're sending them to you, you son of a bitch, Chris. You jinxed us. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, listen, brother. Thank you so much again for taking the time and just being yourself, man. Always be yourself, man. Don't let anybody change who you are.
Yeah. Same to you. I appreciate that.
And as you start to elevate, be yourself. And I have a feeling, if people start calling you out, and really, I can't wait to see how you respond because I have a feeling it's going to be funny and but
it usually is.
But serious at the same time, like seriously funny, I guess I would call it. So I'm waiting to see because you got to have personality these days. Derek Lewis is got to be my favorite personality.
Oh, I love Derek.
He's just Derek. A big goofy. My balls was hot. Just all the stuff he does.
He's smart too. Smart.
I still don't think he should be fighting for an interim title. Not at this point, and that's not a slight on Derek and Gon. That's just
Stipe. I mean, that's my one word I got to throw in there. Stipe, man.
Well, Stipe wants a rematch, and he came. I actually came out the other day and was bitching. Why do I get played around? Yeah, DC got an immediate rematch. Why can't I get my immediate rematch? I mean, so I don't know, man.
I don't like the immediate rematch thing regardless, but I'm just saying.
For anybody.
Yeah. I'm saying for, if you got Cyril Gane on the rise and Derek on the rise, maybe have one of them fight Stipe for the intern or, for the number 1 contender.
Yeah. I mean, and, it sucks for my dude Curtis Blades because, he's got losses
forget
to
about
Ngannou.
Curtis too.
Yeah, and he's got 2 losses to Ngannou, so I don't see them booking him anytime soon. And then, he's got the loss to Derek fairly recently. So,
Stipe would be a good fight for him as well.
See, for me, I think Stipe and Derek Lewis should dance. And I think it should have been Cyril Gane and Curtis Blades.
No, that would have been the best matchup for sure.
Because then if Gane beats Curtis, he'd really put himself in a position where he could say, all right, look, I beat some of these top sons of bitches. Then the Derek Lewis fight makes more sense. It still shouldn't be for an interim title because Francis just won the belt, like 5 months ago? And then
it wasn't long.
Shit. And he's not, it's not because he's not healthy. It's just because they just want to, do something in Houston. And he didn't fit their timetable, so fuck you. We're going to make it's total disrespect to the champ and the belt. And for that, I get angry. And listen, the UFC does a lot of good things. The UFC kept the world going, in my opinion, during the whole pandemic thing. I mean, they were the first big thing to really, lock, stick their feet in the ground and say, we're doing this anyway. So for that, I'm always grateful for what the UFC became, and because without the UFC, none of this is going on. You, me, none of these other promotions,
Yeah,
nothing.
that's the
So
kid's dream for sure.
I respect the UFC, but sometimes they do some shit like this, and I just go, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know,
it's sad for the fighters, man, because you work so hard. You know what I mean? You work so hard.
yeah, I mean, give franchise. I mean, you've had other champions go a lot longer without defending, and no interim title. So why?
Yeah.
You know,
Or guys
um,
that like do stuff that's real bad and strip them, or I mean there's all kinds of lists of stuff that
yeah,
makes
I
no
mean,
sense.
I mean, John Jones got stripped a couple times. And
Yeah.
deservedly so. Even
I
though
don't know
John
about
Jones.
deservedly so, but it's
Well, no,
part of the
no. I
game.
mean, when you take a drug suspension, if you're a champ, deservedly you get
Yeah,
stripped. I
yeah.
mean,
Yep, I
so I
guess that's
mean,
true. Yep.
he
I
did it to
forget that he's
himself.
got the PEDs
But
one too.
but here's the thing, and I always like to say this because there's a lot of people that hate John Jones, and I love John Jones. John
Yeah,
Jones,
I
is
like
fighter,
John.
and even John Jones, the person, he's done some stupid shit. When he was younger, obviously, you're young, you do stupid shit sometimes. You maybe not so much as he did.
Well,
But
I got some stuff I did when I was younger
yeah,
that
but
wasn't too
like
smart.
him, I mean, different worlds. He grew up,
Yeah.
two brothers playing in the NFL. So he's around big time for a lot of his life. And so all this craziness and stuff. So and he made some mistakes. But the one thing, if you go look at John Jones' record and all the USADA stuff and shit he's gone through with commissions and shit like that, there's actually no conviction for him doping.
No. And I don't think he was.
One for not disclosing the dick pills, and the other one, it's I can't remember what the exact thing was, but it's technically he's never been suspended for doping, even though he served time like he was doping. It's such a crazy thing.
It's bad.
I just laugh at people because when I bring this up to some folks, they get so pissed, right? No, John Joe, I'm like, hey man, shut the
Yeah,
fuck up,
not
man.
a lot of people dug into the details. I know the one time he had an issue, his brothers had the same issue, and it was from like a pool they were all swimming in
Yep.
that had some kind of chemical in it that absorbs into the body, and it's like a picogram, which is like smaller than a salt grain.
I know.
That's what they said was
that's everybody. Everybody's like, and then of course all the memes come out, and the one where like, where they have that picture, I think it's of Dave Chappelle, and then put John Jones' face on it with all the coke, and they, the memes come out. How many picograms is that? I mean, shut up. Like people want to hold on to the old bad shit, and they don't want to look
they find
forward
a way, for sure,
and give another human being an opportunity to redeem themselves, like Greg Hardy.
Right.
Greg Hardy came over from the NFL. We all know his story, with the domestic violence, stuff like that. But, it's been a long time since that happened. And, he's been nothing but a model citizen, especially since joining the UFC. He had a couple of bad moments where he got the DQ, and it wasn't, it wasn't because he was intentionally trying to get DQ'd. It's, he's still green,
Oh, yeah, it's part of the sport, man. It takes a long time to figure everything out, what you can, what you can't do.
And in the middle of a fight, in the UFC, where you probably shouldn't be yet, but you are, you make a mistake. It happens. But he's been a model citizen. There's been no problems, no issues. So,
none at all.
For me, like I interviewed him on my show. He was fighting on a card. He wasn't on the card, but he was in South Florida. Mike Perry was fighting, and Mike Davis was fighting. It was Michael Davis's debut. So it was down in Fort Lauderdale. And Greg Hardy was part of first round management. So I met him. He was on the card, actually. Met him. I talked to him. What a cool dude,
Yeah, it seems like it.
I'm willing to give anybody an opportunity to redeem themselves. So, you just have
all
to.
love to you for that. You have to.
People want to hate on you forever for a mistake you made when you were young. I mean, fuck, dude.
Fans will do anything, or trolls, I like to call them, will do anything to try to find something to hold on to or bring you down.
And they're so fickle. They're so fickle.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that shit. So, but anyway, we're getting off on a tangent here. So but anyway, listen, brother man, God bless you. Stay safe. That's why I like you, because we can just sit here and rap all night, dude. And I'm
I'm the same way.
I forget that we're doing a show here because I'm just having a good conversation. That's how I like my show to be, though. So,
I appreciate you.
God bless you and your fam, man. Can't wait to see you go next week, guys. That's Brett Martin, the big dog. He's fighting next week, August 6th, at XFC 45. He is the co-main event of the evening. Card Royale live on FS2 and FS2 Deportes. So tune in and watch the XFC, brother. Brett Martin, thank you so much. We'll see you soon, man.
Yeah,
And
talk to you. Appreciate you.
be well, man. God bless.
You as well.
Oh, man, that's Brett Martin. So I messaged out my other guest. I'm waiting to see if he's coming. But I'm going to give him another few minutes because he was supposed to be on. That's one of the reasons why I'm just shooting the shit with Brett. He was supposed to be on a few minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago. So I'm going to give him another couple minutes, and then we're going to dip on out of here because I have stuff to do this evening, some work stuff. So, but for you guys watching, man, Brett Martin, you know what a dude, man. I really like this kid. He's just fun to be around. He brings the action, and he's gonna be a dad, man. That's fucking awesome. I'm predicting twins. I'm going out there right now. He don't know yet, but they have the envelope. But so after this fight, we're gonna find out. But I'm going twins. There's too many twins in the family. Although maybe they'll skip this whole generation because there's so many twins out there. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good time tonight hanging out. Forrest, by the way, he sang the last time he was on the show, man. So good evening, everyone. Good evening, Tulip, Crystal. Paco Palomino, Luis Palomino, best pound for pound in the BKFC, period. He's a champ, bro. You know I love him. I don't know what prompted you to just jump on here and just drop that here in the middle of an MMA interview, but that's all right, man, because Baboon is awesome. One of my favorite guys, definitely part of my MMA family, my MMA history, my MMA story. That's really, it is. So it's cool. So what do we got going on this weekend? Let me pull up my schedule here for some fights this weekend. So I can. Oh, did I miss something here? Oh, I missed the Pitbull and McKee go at each other at Bellator. So that was interesting. Let me just. Yeah, I guess they got into a little scrap. It might be popping up here. I'm going to try to watch this on my screen here. I just got to see what's going on. Yep, they're a presser event. Okay, so I missed all this today. I had some other stuff going on before I came on and did the show tonight. And this is a fight I'm totally excited about. Pitbull and McKee. Let me just go ahead and. So they're just sitting there. I can't hear what they're saying because I've got you guys on the show, obviously. So, but Coker's sitting there. It almost looks like he's drinking a cocktail. He's got a plastic glass, clear, like. So now they stand up. Coker gets in the middle, goes around McKee, and then Pitbull and these two guys with masks on try to set him down. They sit down. He shoves a chair. He's pointing fingers. There's a lot of bravado here, a lot of testosterone, but no real scrap. So Pitbull comes back. Oh, and there we go. McKee grabs one of the belts, and that was it. But they still didn't even scrap. All right. I think it's a little more hype. McKee pulled a McGregor, grabbed the belt, and then Pitbull walked off stage. And let's see, does he come back? He's still jaw-jacking from the side. Emmanuel Sanchez is sitting down at the end of the table on the same side as Pitbull. And he just sitting there, didn't move, didn't blink, didn't flinch. Pitbull still jaw-jacking as he walked off stage. He's being walked out of the arena. Just going. I'll have to go back and listen to this later on. But, wow, that's pretty funny. So we'll see. But he did. He grabbed the belt. That's kind of what made everything. They stood up. They got a little in each other's face. But then McKee grabbed the belt. Brilliant move. He got in his head. So, that's what you want to do to a guy before you fight him. Get to his head and throw him off. So, anyway, guys. All right. So, I'm going to have to reach out to James Dunn off the air and see if we can find out what's going on. Also, I apologize. I was going to have Niko Price on the show tonight. However, Niko is babysitting today. Niko has five children, and Niko is Mr. Mom today. So I'll just say it like this. Niko is 0-1 today playing Mr. Mom. The kids won, and, because, and I posted about when I was going to have him on, I said that it probably was going to happen because we talked ahead of time. So he's beat up from the kids today, so we're going to reschedule him for next week. And that's it. Also, next week, we're going to have on Taylor Starling, the darling of BKFC. I mean, that's the only way to describe her. She's badass. She's a beautiful woman, but she can fight like a motherfucker. Forget, whether she's pretty or not. The fact that she's pretty, obviously, we know that's an asset for females in the fight game. But she's slowly becoming, and I shouldn't say slowly, 2 fights, 2 big wins. She's elevating, and she's going to be a star. If you don't already think she is, she's pretty much on her way there. I was talking with Eric Hall from My MMA News, not to be confused with my stuff, My MMA Show. But he felt she was a star from the first time he met her. I felt she was a star from the first time I met her. I think she checks all the boxes of stardom and a promoter's dream. Willing to fight, likes to fight, no fear, and easy to market and promote. You can't ask for better than that. So that's it, guys. We're going to dip on out of here. So had a great conversation with Brett Martin for XFC. I'm hoping that we can try to touch base maybe tomorrow afternoon with James Dunn. But that's it. We got to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my life today and for you guys allowing me to be a part of yours for just a little while. Truly appreciate that more than you can, more than I can ever put into words. Sorry about the delay with the show where we lost power for a few minutes here in Florida. That's what happens in the summer during storm season. But that's it, boys and girls. So until next time, I am Christopher James. Good night. You've been Cageside.
What happens if you lose, Nick?
Who the hell's Aquaman?
I get Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, I get sausage biscuits. Maybe you guys will see a little footage of that later on because we got some good stuff.
Thor produces. There you go, baby.